Do you remember this Sony from the first episode of Walkman repairing series? Well, bam! See? No scratch, no nothing. Okay, just video editing. They want to disassemble this and to check its condition, because I must admit that I have already disassembled it, well, just partially, to see the inside condition. It had no belt, of course, the belt was melted. The mechanism was stuck, and I had to force a little the gears, and eventually it started to work. It is working, but it has a bad WM flutter, and it has a very bad noise of the mechanism. Okay, so what is wrong with this Walkman? Let's insert the tape. It seems to be working, but if you listen carefully, do you hear? It's like a chu-chu train. So I guess it's not a very good thing to make this noise. And of course the WM flutter is awful. It is the speed is affected by the frequency of that of this bit. It's like a train, like a steam train. Okay, let's open it. Don't forget to put into safety the screws, because it's very difficult, near to impossible, to find these days such a tiny screw. This one on the side is longer than the previous ones, so you have to take care. Let me pull out the battery. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will remove the door later. Okay, you have to pry out the cover. It's pretty basic, nothing too complicated. This Walkman suffered a very bad acid contamination. The leakage from the battery corroded very bad the negative pole of the power. There are some missing parts from these tabs, from these metallic elastic tabs. Here was even worse the situation, but last time I disassembled it, I cleaned up a little the area. I intend to clean even more, and after that to use some black paint and protect it from future rust, maybe. I don't intend to spill any forgotten battery inside or water. Okay, next I have to unscrew this one. I am left-handed, so I tend to use more my left hand, but in the same time I realized that I'm blocking the camera view. So okay, this is a long screw. Let me put it into another compartment of my working mat. Here is the other one. Okay, this has a different step. The step is for plastic. Okay, this one is like the previous one. The same step, but is longer. Okay, and this one, as far as I remember, is exactly like the previous one. I can see in these screws that they were affected by the battery acid. It's a pity that these tiny little Walkmans are so abused by the negligence of the owners. Okay, this is the upper PCB. It's the part with the radio and the buttons. I think there is something wrong with the buttons too, because some of them aren't working in certain on certain presses, so I have to verify this also. Okay, this plastic component is a spacer, no screw at all. You just try it out. And now is the final PCB. I'm listening carefully, paying attention to possible broken teeth from the gear wheels. As I told you, the rubber belt was melted. This is a new one, and the whole mechanism was stuck, and it was rotating very heavily. I just forced every wheel, and but without disassemble it completely. Okay, let's go on. So we have another screw here. This one is also corroded, so all these have to be carefully cleaned. Okay, so this one, no more screws. We have to unsolder here the plunger contacts and the 4 contacts from the motor. I want to share with you some thoughts about unsoldering the necessary joints for disassembling the PCB. Now I remember that I didn't unsolder this PCB. I was working only on the surface without unsoldering, and now I am the first person unsoldering these joints, these soldering joints, because I can smell the perfume of the soldering substances from back from 90s. They are smelling, I don't know, they use much rosin as a cleaner for the soldering joints. Nowadays they use flux liquid maybe, or different substances. The rosin is somehow old school, and of course the solder blob is it's perfect. It is it does look like from the factory. And sometimes the smell that is coming out from the hot blob of the solder is very different. It takes me back to 90s. Back in 90s I was a teenager, and I was repairing, well, with less knowledge maybe back then. I was repairing this Retrotech, and the solder smelled exactly like this one. So this is a very interesting experience. All my senses are stimulated by this activity. Okay, I have to use some unsoldering wick. It is very nice that this Walkman wasn't opened, because now I am sure that nobody tried to repair, maybe unsuccessful try. Maybe they could have broken something inside, so the repairing would be more difficult. I could skip this part. Maybe this is boring for some of the viewers, but maybe for others that are not very experienced with soldering and unsoldering things, what they have to do to unsolder the PCB. Okay, it's coming out. Oh, I forgot, there is one more soldering joint here, but I think it will come out together with the minus tab. I was on manual focus, sorry for that. Okay, here the secret is to lift, I guess. Yes, now it's okay. Now I have to make some room on this, on the right side. Okay, it's coming out. So here we are. We are the first humans that are seeing the inner parts of the 90s Sony Walkman. Okay, so what do we have here? Let me take out the PCB. One more thing, you have to take care after removing the PCB. You have a plastic part that is somehow protecting this micro switch. This is the micro switch that is sensing the tape, the cassette tape inside the cassette compartment. Okay, I will put it back, but I think it is important. There must be some role for this tiny plastic. Okay, I have to listen carefully to the mechanism. watching closely the gears. It is complicated to, but not impossible, to run the mechanism without the PCB on it. But in this case, I guess it is impossible because you have two PCB boards. And I saw in the service manual that there is a special wiring harness that has to be attached to both boards, and to connect everything, and but leaving the all the gears outside, so you can see or you can hear the possible problems. But this is impossible, so I have to rotate by hand and to listen very carefully, to use my magnifying glass to see the potential problems. Of course, I will disassemble, but first I want to hear everything very careful. So I'll take a pause, I'll make my homework, and after that I'll be back. I studied a little the mechanism. At first glance, there is nothing wrong with this. I have removed the rubber belt so I can rotate independently different gears, and after checking the flywheels, here we have to check because here there might be residues from the melted rubber belt. So here, fortunately they are very clean, and this black plastic wheel also, they are very clean, so there is no problem with that. But removing the rubber belt and trying to rotate it by hand, the correct direction is clockwise. I heard that click clack noise. Okay, this is not normal, and I have no tape inside, so something is wrong, maybe under this wheel. Let's see, maybe it's not wrong but not greased. Usually the absence of grease is making these noises. Locking plastic washer. Okay, my sticky finger is doing its job. I don't know if there is a tweezer that could so delicate that could take out the plastic washer. The clutch assembly seems to be in perfect shape. I cannot see any cracks. Usually these wheels are cracked because of the age, or maybe they were abused in somehow, maybe they were forced. No, it is okay. Could be this gear wheel that is making that noise. Okay, there is something strange here. See this tiny hair-like thing? It is a piece of metallic wire. What is what is it doing here? I don't know. Yes, definitely is metallic wire. Okay. I don't know where can it be from, but let's hope I guess some of those wheels are making that noise. Okay, this one has some dried grease. It is very likely that this one is making the noise. I should disassemble all the wheels. I'll give them a good ultrasonic bath, and after that I will grease them and I will mount them back. I have to lift this up. Okay. Easy. Some of you may say that I don't have to disassemble all the wheels. Maybe if I would use some grease and put here and there, I would solve the problem. But you know, I want to make sure that there is no something wrong underneath all these tiny gears, and to be sure that I don't have to investigate later underneath. So I prefer to disassemble everything because it's not very difficult, and the gears are pretty obedient, and they will snap out pretty easy, so I don't have to worry about cracking something. Applying, of course, a moderate force. Sometimes I wonder what are the marks. I saw in the past different spots of paint. I hope they are not some reference markings. Maybe when you assemble a gear you have to put it in a special position because I never take that into account on assembling or disassembling. Okay, I won't take out this because this I can grease from the side. Anyway, it is very clean, as I told you. It's in a very good shape. Okay, this one, let me see if I can lift it without disassembling the flywheel. No, it's not coming out, so I have to remove the door. Anyway, I'm thinking now, as I am unscrewing all these screws, that it is better to disassemble everything because I want to clean this area and to put paint back. So after all I have to disassemble everything. So the door won't come out because the cam wheel is not in the proper position. Let me try now. Okay, now it's working. Oh. Okay, here we have the nasty locking circlips. Here we have some protective caps. These black. Okay. It is small and you have to take care. Of course, the well-known locking plastic washers. This one is new. No one remove it from factory. Okay, almost done. I'm not very sure that both washers. I know that some flywheels have two washers. One is for sealing the potential oil inside the bearing, the copper bearing, and one is for locking in place. But here I have just one. Sincerely, I think one is enough for this delicate mechanism. Okay, we have the other washer here. This is a white washer, and you have to pay attention that this area on the capstan is on purpose grinded somehow, is not very shiny, in order to have more traction on the tape. So it is normal, it's not dirty, it's not dirt, it is just grinded, this surface. It is something normal. Okay. Oh, here it is. In the meantime, the white big wheel came out. Something wrong here? No, all the teeth are in place. It's okay. The cam wheel looks fine. Everything is fine with these Walkmans, but still they are click-clacking like hell. Here is some rust, but of course this rust is not the culprit for making the noise. I guess the noise is made by dried grease. Okay, I will proceed with disassembling. Let me take a picture. I saw some springs over there, so I will remove the springs. Okay, this spring pretty easy to loosen. So just to remember, one arm Now it's difficult because it came out from its place. Okay, but long story short, one arm is on this white plastic, and the other arm is here on this metallic tab. Okay, let's put it aside, and now I have to pull up gently the plastic arm. Yes, it came out, and of course the plunger has to come out too. You have to be careful with this because this is a very delicate coil. Okay. Yes. So this spring was staying here and here. How about lifting the cam wheel? The cam wheel is the heart of the mechanism from every single cassette tape player. It's tape cassette player, it's cassette tape player, okay, of every tape player in the world. Because this is a wheel that is doing many sliding functions of different metallic levers. I am wondering, will this come out? Because here I see some okay, I leave it on its position. Underneath it has some trenches on which there's a metallic bolt, and it is executing different translation movements, but I won't disassemble because I cannot do it. Yes, it is working. Maybe I could slip some grease. I'll study. Okay, what I am going to do next, of course, after cleaning off the camera, off the record, I will clean this part. I will take care to clean this with isopropylic alcohol. Here this grease is okay, it's not a problem, but first when I will assemble everything, I want to grease these axles. Okay, and maybe to disassemble the motor, and I will do it right now. It is spinning without noise, but it won't hurt a drop of oil on the main shaft. I am amazed by the skills of the 90s engineers to make such a flat engine motor, and of course it is with 3 phases. I don't know if this is the right word, but it is a wonder of engineering. Okay, seems I cannot disassemble it, but I guess there is a way to slip some oil. I have to lift this half, this metallic disc. Yes. How do I know? I know from experience. From experience, from disassembling another similar Sony. They don't say this thing in the service manual. I think some parts are not serviceable, but you know, when you don't have too much to lose, you will open everything. This is a wonder for me. So the coil is made by little tiny copper traces. It's amazing. So when I was a teenager, I knew that the motors had the copper wire, enameled copper wire, but this motor has copper traces, you know, on PCB. It is amazing. Okay, I guess I cannot disassemble it further because there are some glue drops on the edges, so this part is locked with the metal, dropping some oil on the edge here. It will make the oil to go down between the PCB and the copper thing, I don't know how to call it, and of course it will change the noise. So there is some friction, I can hear some friction, but nothing serious. But I will put a drop of oil just to be sure. Okay, my small syringe. There is no problem spilling around, I guess. I hope. I already feel that something has changed with the movement, with the rotation movement. I don't know other solution for putting oil, but I will try to put once again on this side too, and maybe a fraction of this oil we get into the proper position. I will leave it overnight. Okay, back to main part of the mechanism. There is another wheel to take out. It's the same principle, just pull it gently until you hear the releasing click. Okay, nothing special with this wheel. It is worth mentioning that I saw on AliExpress that the Chinese brothers have upgraded this wheel. They made it from copper, so it is heavier than the plastic one, and the whole assembly I guess will give a better wow and flutter percent. You know, the inertia of this assembly will be better with this metallic and heavier wheel. Good thing to know, but I don't know in real life how much difference will make, but it is a nice try to improve the performance of 90s technology.
Technologia!
I want to check the status of the pinch rollers. This seems to be pretty elastic, but I can buy, of course, from China new ones, but for the moment I guess these are okay. I will analyze them more closely after disassembling everything to see if they have any marks from the capstan. I have such a wheel. I will show you a picture. I think the capstan was pressed against the rubber pinch wheel for years. In the meantime, I tried to disassemble the second flywheel, and I guess I noticed something. Now I guess it's first time I am seeing this, but I started to notice a pattern with these flywheels. So the flywheel on the left had a greenish locking plastic washer, and this one on the right had some reddish colored plastic washer. So I am thinking that they might have slightly difference in diameter. So this one is thicker than this one. Why? I'm guessing that is because the mechanism, when it reverse to the I don't know, this is forward and this is reverse, and to equalize the speed, I guess these have to be of different diameter. So you know, the resulting speed of the tape would be the same. So I am almost sure that they are different. Yes, they are different. They are very different. I am watching them. Yes. Not much, but there is a difference. Okay, good to know. And now, you of course, you know too. What do I have to do next? So next I have to remove the plastic frame. Okay, another metal part just came off, but I know where it's from. Okay, so you have to lift here near the battery compartment, and now from the left side it started to loosen. Okay, here we are. Yes, in one piece. Nice and clean and easy. So the secret is to lift it up and then to the left, and it will come out. Anyway, you will figure it out how to do it. Okay, this is disassembling. Why I removed the frame? I wanted to show you how to disassemble the pinch roller arms. So you have to pay attention. There is the one of the arms of this spring is attached to some metallic lever that is coming from this side, so from inside to outside. So you have to pay attention that when you will put it back, you have to position that spring arm between that fork. It's like a fork, and put it like this. Okay, you have to pull out. It will come out very easy. This is the fork I was telling you. See here. Okay, and this is the spring arm that has to enter through that fork. Okay. The pinch roller seems to be okay. Of course, I will disassemble it later and to clean them, just to be sure. Oops. how to disassemble the pinch roller. Pretty easy. I hope I will do it from the right side. Okay, you just push it. So you have to push the pin from the smaller end. I don't know if you can see anything. Let me take away my big hands. Okay, this is the big end, and this is the small. This was the small end because I pushed it through. Okay. I am not very sure that putting this, rotating this into another position would be a good thing, but I like to think that putting as it was would be a good thing to follow. I was trying to clean up the corrosion dirt here and here, and in this part there was this plastic arm. This plastic is responsible with switching the mode micro switch. This plastic thing has a plastic axle. This one, the black one. When I tried to remove the plastic part so I could scratch the paint beneath, unfortunately it cracked, and now I rendered useless this mechanism. I feel very stupid because I shouldn't take out this part. I tried to put some super glue. Let's see if it will keep the axle, the plastic axle, in place, but I'm afraid it won't. So my other plan is to adapt this tiny screw, to cut a part from it and to screw the metallic screw into the plastic. I don't know if I will succeed. I'm very, very sad that I have broken this mechanism. It was in a very good shape, nothing was bad with it. So now I want to study this version too. It's a shame I have broken the